Hi, boys and girls. Miss Lehmann back here with Miss Jafee is Daffy. We're on chapter 5. I thought I was gonna die. Swami Have a Banana told me and Andrea to stand back to back and link our elbows together. Ew, disgusting, I said. Her bottom is touching my bottom. Oh, be quiet, Arlo, said Andrea. This is called the double chair pose, Swami said. As you lean against each other, take a few small steps forward. I leaned against Andrea and took a tiny step forward. Andrea took a tiny step forward. I took another step forward. Andrea took another step forward. After a few more steps forward, it was like me and Andrea were sitting on back-to-back chairs, except that there were no chairs. It would have been cool if it had been anybody except Andrea. See, said Swami Have a Banana. They are like matching chairs. Ooh, Ryan said. AJ and Andrea are like matching chairs. They must be in love. Yoga means to join, Swami Have a Banana said as he helped me and Andrea up. It will take us on a journey of discovery as we go in search of the life force that will awaken every cell and balance our mind, body, and spirit. Can we just go play football? Asked Nick, the nude kid. Football is a game of violence and aggression, the Swami said. Yeah, I told him. That's why we want to play it. Swami told us all to sit on the floor with our legs crossed. Then we had to take our feet and sort of cross our legs again. I thought I was going to die. Now I know what it feels like to be a pretzel. Very good, said Swami Have a Banana. This is called the lotus position. He taught us a bunch of other positions like the downward dog, the roaring lion, the flying crow, and the sleeping tortoise. I didn't even know animals did yoga. Swami Have a Banana said we could invent our own poses too. Look, I can touch my toes, said Emily. I can crack my knuckles, said Michael. I can crack my nose, said Neil. I can make my eyelids turn inside out, I said. Yoga isn't fun, is it not? Swami asked. Yes, said all the girls. No, said all the boys. Next, we had to lie on the floor and practice breathing, which made no sense at all, because anybody knows how to breathe. Breathing is way overrated. Breathe in. Breathe out, said Swami Have a Banana. Are you breathing? Yes, we all said. Swami told us that deep breathing calms the nervous system. What's up with that? It's called the nervous system. It's supposed to be, nervous. Let go of all the tension in your muscles, he said. Are you relaxing? Yes. Feel the soothing calmness take over your inner being? Yes. Only when the mind is still can your true essence of life be achieved. Find your deepest self. Yes. Feel the flowing life energy. Yes. Can you see the universe unfolding in your mind? I was having a dream about Yoda and Yogi doing yoga on YouTube. Then they all started fighting. Yoda had a lightsaber and Yogi had a baseball bat. It was a cool dream. But suddenly, I heard someone shouting. Wake up! I opened my eyes. Miss Jafee was standing there with her hands on her hips. When ladies put their hands on their hips, it means they're mad. Nobody knows why. The children were very much relaxed as you requested, said Swami Have a Banana. You put them to sleep, Miss Jafee shouted. Ooh, it is but a fine line between sleeping and awaking, said Swami Have a Banana. It's also a fine line between getting hired and fired, Miss Jafee yelled. Get out of here. You're fired. I must go, said Swami Have a Banana. You betcha, Miss Jafee said. Beat it, and take your bed and nails with you. She chased Swami Have a Banana out of the gym. Miss Jafee is Daffy. Chapter 6, Stonewall. Jackson. Every Tuesday after phys ed, we go see Miss Rupee in the Media Center. It used to be called the Library, but over the summer they changed it to the Media Center. Nobody knows why. When we got there, Miss Rupee wasn't around, but a guy with a beard was standing at attention in a gray army uniform. He looked a lot like Miss Rupee, except that he only had one arm. Miss Rupee? We all asked. Rupee? Never heard of her, the army guy said. General Stonewall Jackson at your service. I am one of the most important Southern generals of the Civil War. You couldn't possibly be Stonewall Jackson, Andrea said. The Civil War took place 150 years ago. Yes, don't I look young for my age? Said Stonewall Jackson. I was almost sure he was really Miss Rupee in a Stonewall Jackson costume. Miss Rupee is loopy. What happened to your arm? Neil the nude kid asked. Sit around on the floor and I'll tell you, Stonewall Jackson said. It was May 2nd, 1863, at the Battle of Chancellorsville. In the fog of war, my own men shot me by accident. The doctors had to remove my arm to save my life. Wow, we all said, which is Mom upside down. Why did they call you Stonewall? Asked Ryan. It was at the Battle of Bull Run in 1861, Stonewall whispered. My Virginia brigade was getting beaten badly. One of my men saw me and said, Look, there stands Jackson, like a stone wall. The men were so inspired, they went on to victory. Yep, that's how I got the nickname. Suddenly, the strangest thing in the history of the world happened. The lights went out. It was completely dark in the media center. I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. What happened? Somebody said. Everyone remain calm, said Stonewall Jackson. The power must have gone out. Nope, said a voice from the other end of the media center. I turned out the doggone lights. Who said that? Asked Stonewall Jackson. Me, said the voice. Miss Jafee. Why did you turn out the lights? Ryan asked. During the Civil War, they didn't have electric lights, Miss Jafee told us, so people had to get used to being in the dark. Instead, it showed that children learned better in total darkness. I learned that in graduate school. You're not distracted by anything in the dark. It's easier to focus your attention. Okie dokie, I'll be back in a while to see how you guys and gals are making out in the dark. Ooh, disgusting, we all said. I'm scared, said Emily, the crybaby. Shh, it's okay, Stonewall Jackson whispered. Let me tell you another Civil War story. It was during the Battle of Gettysburg. A young woman named Jeannie Wade was baking bread in her house when she was hit by a stray bullet. She was the only civilian killed during the Battle of Gettysburg. Wow, we all said, which is Mom upside down. That's so sad, said Emily, who thinks everything is sad. That's when an announcement came over the loudspeaker. Stonewall Jackson, please report to the office, said Miss Patty, the school secretary. I'll be right back to finish the story, said Stonewall Jackson. Please remain calm and be on your best behavior. As soon as Stonewall Jackson left, I got up and shook my bottom at the class. But nobody laughed because it was really dark and they couldn't see me. It's spooky in here, said Emily. Somebody started making scary mouse sounds. I think it was Ryan. It would be cool if a zombie came in here right now, I said. Arlo, are you trying to scare Emily? Said Andrea. I am a zombie, Michael said in a zombie voice. A killer zombie. I'm a robot killer zombie, said Ryan. I'm a psycho robot killer zombie, said Neil, the nude kid. Ow, said Emily. AJ poked me. I did not, I said. It must have been one of those zombies. Stop pushing, said Andrea. After that, I'm not exactly sure what happened. Kids were climbing all over me. It was a jumble of voices. Ow, my head. Get off. Get your foot off my face. I hit my head on the pencil sharpener. I think I saw a ghost. I want my mommy. Where's the light switch? Help! I can't breathe. We're all gonna die. We're trapped. There's no way out. Run for your lives. Suddenly, the lights went back on. Miss Jaffe and Stonewall Jackson were standing in the doorway. The whole class was a big pile of bodies all over the floor. I was at the bottom of the pile. "What's going on in here?" demanded Miss Jaffe. You could have heard a pin drop. I looked at Michael. Michael looked at me. Ryan looked at me. Neil looked at me. Andrea looked at me. Everybody was looking at me. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I had to think fast. We were acting out the Battle of Gettysburg, I said. Said Miss Jaffe. Studies show that students learn best when they are doing what they are learning. Excellent. I'm glad you're getting into the spirit of Civil War week. This Miss Jaffe, she certainly is a different vice principal. Have a great afternoon.